Happy Lobo-tober. It's just Mr. Lobo with another weekly announcement. What do we call these info talks? Action talks. Something. We're going to have to come up with a better name than weekly announcement because I think people are confused by that title somehow. But anyhow, happy Lobo-tober. Miss Mittens is wishing you great tidings. She's going to share with you her candy corn flavored red vines. And speaking of red vines, speaking of candy corn, we got this here at the Dutch Way, and this is a mixture of candy corns, the pumpkin ones, and the Indian corn. I think people like the pumpkin ones a little more. Some people like the pumpkin ones. Some people like the Indian corn ones. Some people like the straight ahead traditional candy corn. But recently it seems like candy corn's been getting a bum rap. It's got the pineapple pizza stank on it bad. Aaron, do you like candy corn?
Yeah.
I understand from a trick-or-treating standpoint, you don't want to get candy corn. You don't want just Nana to pour this into your bag because you don't know who's been touching it.
Yeah.
But as far as just having a bowl around the house or having a bag of it for yourself.
Yeah, I could see like somebody putting a handful of it in your trick-or-treating bag. That'd probably be no good.
No. All candy corns are not created equal. First of all, if the white tip gets broken off, it's pointless. You can't eat. That's not even a candy corn anymore. I don't know what happens once the tip breaks off, but it's inedible at that point. The other thing is that some of them have a more honey flavor, which I prefer, and some of them just kind of have a vanilla-ish flavor, and some of them just are pure sugar. They don't have any sort of flavor at all. So it really depends on.
The Indian corn ones kind of taste a little more chocolate, don't they?
Yes, Sometimes they have a chocolatey flavor. So, again, to say across the board all candy corn is trash, I don't know. I'm sure you're all going to be talking about this in the comments, but Mr. Lobo's going to enjoy some candy corn this year. So is Miss Mittens. Speaking of Halloween fun, we have still a lot of excitement building up towards our Halloween episode this year, which is The Ghastly Love of Johnny X. That's going to premiere Saturday the 28th, which is, everyone's just decided they're going to celebrate Halloween on Saturday the 20th. Nobody wants Halloween on a Tuesday, right? So this year's Halloween celebration will be on Saturday, the 28th, with The Ghastly Love of Johnny X live in the Twitch stream. We'll probably have it go up on the Roku channel as well, and on the YouTube, if they allow it. The producer of the film, director of the film, Paul Bunnell, who is an executive producer of the episode, is giving us giveaways for the backers still. So if you haven't jumped on and as associate producer for this episode, you still got a chance. CinemaInsomnia.com/Johnny X is the URL. You'll be in the IMDb as an associate producer of the episode, which is the Internet Movie Database, which will make you a Hollywood big shot. And you'll get, and Paul will send you something, we'll reach out to you and send you something special, either a CD or the old DVD of it, or the poster, or the lobby card from the original film, The Ghastly Love of Johnny X. What happened?
I said Creed Bratton's guitar.
Creed Bratton's guitar, a gold brick.
They're not giving that away.
Just stuff that doesn't make sense. He just is so excited for this episode, and so are we. We're really excited about Paul Bunnell's movie being on the show. We're really excited about the movie. I love the movie, and it's great I think it works really well in our format. I think it's going to bring a lot of new people to this movie. And then, of course, we'll have the movie in its pure form, raw, pure form in the Blu-ray set as well, which is also very exciting for us. We will have the only Blu-ray of Johnny X available.
Space Agent Paul Bunnell, your mission on Earth was to crush the Earthlings' will with your films. Because of your failure, all films are digital now.
Really? There's only one man on this miserable burg who can help me. I'm in a bit of a pickle, a real chilly dilly. I'll finally let you show my movie.
Really?
You think you could get us into Shankweiler's drive-in movie theater tonight? Could you do that for me, huh?
So you're an alien?
The thing is, I need to figure out a way to stay here because they're coming for me at midnight.
If you get married tonight when we're at the drive-in, they won't be able to deport you. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, this tiny theater is the oldest operating drive-in in the world.
Wow. 2 tickets, Dollface.
You're Paul Bernal, the Johnny X movie director. Your money's no good here.
Cogarella, this is Paul. He's a filmmaker, and he's looking to get married.
Hi there.
We've been trying to marry off Cogarella ever since our Bride of the Monster episode. Where did you film it, Dyer?
Not in the desert.
Not in the desert.
No.
You don't say. It's our old friend, Sally, the zombie cheerleader. Do you want to marry Paul Bernal?
No, not really.
Who wrote the songs?
Not Paul Williams.
Paul Williams.
We don't want to marry no Hollywood phony.
Oh!
Get ready to dumpster dive!
We interrupt this Cinema Insomnia episode for an actual wedding.
So that's exciting. Today, of course, is Thursday, Throwback Thursday, or I like to say Throw Up Thursday. But throwing back, one of my favorite moments of Cinema Insomnia was our very first Halloween special with Bob Wilkins. Bob had called me up and said, hey, I'm going to come down to Sacramento and we're going to do a show together. And I'm like, sure, Bob, that's not going to happen. You just have to pick me up at the bus station. No, Bob, I'm not picking you up at the bus station. Then Sally called and said, you're going to have to pick up Bob at the bus station. This is not a joke. Bob is coming. And Bob and I spent the entire day at the Sacramento City Cemetery talking about our favorite Halloween memories and Halloween movies. And I had written 11 pages of script to do with Paul. 11 pages. I did all the pages that I wrote with Paul. I wrote 11 pages for Bob and I, and Bob and I did none of those pages. We just improv'd and played and bounced off each other and just kind of had a great day together. And I learned so much about the show, about what it means to be a horror host, the connection between the audience versus just the connection to your material, you know. It was a great time. Anyhow, the Bob Wilkins special is something we're focusing on for our Advent calendar today. If you haven't seen it, it's available on the YouTube, right, Aaron? The Bob Wilkins special?
Yeah.
The Bob Wilkins Halloween special is available on DVD from Alpha Video. The Bob Wilkins special is on the Roku. I like to watch it once a year myself. Maybe
OSI.com also?
OSI.com. I think it might even be on Fossum. Might be one of the ones that Fossum has. It's going out to our 41. It's gone out to our 41 nonprofit TV stations.
Yeah.
So yes, it's all happening for the Bob Wilkins special tonight. So check that off your Advent calendar and give that episode a shot. Cinema Insomnia, Bob Wilkins Halloween special. So on the 25th, Aaron, of October, Wednesday the 25th, Kinship Brewing Company in Waukee, Iowa, I hope I'm saying that right, they're having a movie night, Halloween movie night with the Visitants episode. Our Mr. Lobo's Spooktacular, Halloween Spooktacular from last year. They're going to be showing that at their brewery. They're expecting 200 patrons there. And they've got a special bloody ale that they're going to have, some horror-themed ale to go along with the movie and the experience of that. And they're going to give away some Cinema Insomnia-related things there. So that's really exciting, and that's the Kinship Brewery Company in Iowa. Also, Halloween's coming. I could do a special message for you. Happy Halloween. Don't put your feet on the furniture. Don't slam the door on the way out. Whatever you want me to say, or maybe your birthday's on Halloween, like Aaron's.
Yeah.
If you want me to make a birthday message for Aaron, because I won't otherwise, probably forget it's his birthday.
Yeah.
So if you want Mr. Lobo to remember Aaron's birthday, or if you have an anniversary or a birthday on Halloween, or if you want to wish someone a happy Halloween, I have a Cameo now. And we've had a lot of fun with the Cameo. I've done an anniversary, I've done a birthday, I talked about Doctor Who, I talked to someone's cat. There's a lot of things I can do a special message. And I have also ticked the ticker there on Cameo to do professional work there as well. So if you want me to do, if Cameo works better for you somehow, for me to do a voiceover or something, then we can work together through Cameo if that works better for you somehow. I don't know why you wouldn't just reach out to Mr. Lobo directly, but if you want to have me do something either professionally or just for funsies, go over to cameo.com/Mr. Lobo. What else is going on? We talked about that. Yes, Patreon. Another thing. Patreon is finally getting some love. We had a really good setup for it for a while, and during the chronic diarrhea pandemic, it sort of fell apart. And we didn't have new rewards or new things happening there. And bless you, a lot of you have stayed with us and have supported us continuously over the years through Patreon. And now Patreon has some more to offer you. We're doing a coffee clutch. You can occasionally have your morning coffee with Mr. Lobo, and those are fun. That is the most casual version of Mr. Lobo allowed by law. I just talk about stuff and drink coffee on that. And then we are adding pictures, downloadable art, my live drawings that I do on my live streams, my live cartoon art that I do on my live streams. We are making prints of those that you can download and print out from Patreon. And we've started having an archive of the live streams. So if you're a person who would like to rewatch any of our live streams, or if you missed some of the live streams, we are going to be archiving them on Patreon. They'll be watchable and downloadable from our Patreon, patreon.com/cinema-insomnia. And Aaron, this is the greatest time to be a Sinsomniac, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess so.
The enthusiasm. Not for me, it isn't. Not for me. Okay, Aaron. All right. Well, Aaron's having a bad time, but we'll try and have a good. Mitten's also having apparently everyone's having a bad time with this. Hopefully, you're having a good time with this, because I feel like we're offering a lot. There's a lot happening. Saturday is the big day. The big day. We don't know what's going to happen. We're keeping an eye on the weather. But rain or shine, we're going to have some fun there at Shankweiler's Drive-In. We always do. I love that place. It is the most well-manicured, well-taken care of, quaint, adorable drive-in theater, and the oldest operating drive-in theater in the entire world. A great place, a mecca for film fans to come out to. This weekend is especially great. We've got our trunk and treat for the trunk and treaters. The little trunk and treaters are going to run in there, and everyone's going to open up their trunks and that are decorated. I hope we have a trunk that's made up like a shark or a monster that they can reach inside of. Don't ever go in anyone's trunk. Shut it, lock it. No, the people will decorate their cars, and the kids will trunk and treat between the cars, and collect candy from everyone at the drive-in, which will be fun. And we're going to have face painting there. There's going to be two movies.
Contest, right?
Oh yeah, costume contest, and the best vehicle too. The most coolest decorated vehicle gets an award. The best costumes get awards, and there's face painting, as I said before, and the first 100 kids get free popcorn.
Oh wow, cool.
And so that is and it's only $25 a carload. So you could just bring your whole family and have an affordable night out.
And they get the movies too for that.
2 movies.
Yeah.
2 movies. You get Casper at 7 p.m. and The Corpse Bride at 8:45. And Mr. Lobo and Aaron are going to go through our secret stash. Not this secret stash. But we're going to bring a couple cartoons to show before the movies too. So that'll be a lot of fun. That's the Trunk and Treat. And the best part, my co-host, Sally the Zombie Cheerleader, who's always fun. And I'm hearing rumblings that Yellow Fever might show up. So we'll definitely have to have some Gorilla Sticks on hand for the kids. You know, there's a lot of kids who can't eat that sugar.
Yeah, none of that high fructose.
None of that high fructose corn syrups. They're going to have Gorilla Sticks. Don't say the B word, they're Gorilla Sticks. Don't mess with the rebrand. So that'll be exciting to see what happens when we have Sally the Zombie Cheerleader and Yellow Fever in the same place as Mr. Lobo. I may have to leave. No, Mr. Lobo's going to have a blast, and you're all going to have a blast too. Setup is at 4 o'clock, and I think the gates are officially open at 4:30 for the Shankweiler's first ever trunk or treat. Mr. Lobo likes to call trunk and treat. Because you get both. It's not an or. It's not an either or proposition, Aaron. You can have your trunk and your treat.
Could be like that other thing you mentioned. It's like sometimes you get candy, other times you just get stuffed in the trunk.
Yeah. All right. This weekend is for our live Twitch live stream. It is a viewer's choice. You get to choose. You decide. What are we showing this weekend? And looking at the poll on the Facebook page, it looks like it's going to be the VHS special, right, Aaron? It almost has to be.
Yeah, and that one hasn't been seen in a long time.
That one has not been seen in a long time. That was directed by and edited by Dixie. It's a great episode. It's genuinely creepy. Like it's for those of you who like analog horror, I feel like we were really early on this. I think only the first VHS movie had come out, and we were sort of doing our own parody of it. So Mr. Lobo has to find. He breaks into a fan's house to steal back a bunch of his precious videotapes, his precious and most embarrassing videotapes. And then we watch them all together, and laughter and terror ensues. But that's a very VHS Halloween, I think is technically the name of the episode. Cinema Insomnia, a very VHS Halloween. And that's more than likely going to be the winner of our viewer's choice this weekend. But there are several others to choose from. If you want to skew that vote, go to the Cinema Insomnia Facebook or the Mr. Lobo's Cinema Insomnia fan page and vote for what you want to see on Saturday night. And until next time, I hope that we meet. I hope that we have a great time. I won't be in the studio, of course, in person. I'll be this weekend. I will be at Shankweiler's for the Trunk and Treat, but I hope to see you somewhere, either there or here or wherever. All systems cool.